Hey y'all, can y'all hear me? Put a 7 in the chat if y'all can hear me. I already know I'm on my phone right now, so you might not hear me that clear. I was gonna make this more professional and get on my computer and stuff, but fuck it, I'm gonna just go ahead and give y'all another rant. I told you I wasn't gonna make any more angry black man rant, so this isn't not a rant. This is not an angry rant. This is just me going live about a topic. I spoke about this topic a few times before, but I feel like I gotta constantly. This shit is just frustrating, man. I'm just frustrated, and I'm gonna use my channel right now to get off some of my frustration because that's all I can do sometimes. I think now, 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 just so you know, if you guys can hear me, please put a 7 in the chat. If you can hear me at least clearly. What up, Chucky? Chucky, put a 7 in the chat. Now here's my thesis, okay? Here's my thesis. You remember I was pretty good at writing essays in school. And you remember when you used to write essays in school, they used to make you write the thesis first. First you got to give your argument, and then you got to give your supporting argument. So my argument, I think, now listen, I think I might be homophobic. Okay, now listen, stop right there. Stop right there. YouTube, don't get mad at me. I'm just talking right here. I think I might be homophobic. I might need help. I think I might be homophobic. Now, here's the first thing. The reason why I don't like that word homophobic, I really wish there was a better word that they came up with that I can call myself. Just say I don't really fuck with like gayness. Like say something like I don't agree with it, or say anything else other than phobic, because this is what we got to talk about real quick. And I'm not going to go on a large rant, but I just need you guys to feel me. When did doesn't a phobia mean an irrational fear of something? What up, Ogun? Ogun, do me a favor. Put the definition in the chat of a phobia. You know, claustrophobia, the irrational fear of small spaces, enclosed spaces. Arachnophobia, the irrational fear of spiders, right? Ablutophobia, which is the fear of water or washing. Germophobia, the irrational fear of germs, right? Now, you guys can put your favorite phobia in the chat. Go ahead and put your favorite phobia in the chat. Whatever kind of phobia you've ever heard. I just named a bunch of them. I named claustrophobia, arachnophobia, ablutophobia, germophobia. Notice that all of these phobias, all of these different phobias are if you have an irrational fear of something. Okay? What is the is there a phobia of heights? What is it called if you have a phobia of heights? Right? That's a good one, actually, Mark. There should be some phobia of heights. I've seen people who have a phobia of, you know, a lot of different stuff. Now, why am I bringing that up? Because the word that is the word of the day is homophobia. Can somebody put that in the chat? Homophobia. How is it? Okay, a phobia is an extreme or irrational fear or an aversion to something. So technically, if I say I have an aversion to it, I'm homophobic. Now listen to me closely, guys. Look at this definition. It says here that a phobia is an extreme or irrational fear or something. This is why I'm not okay with the word homophobia. I'm not irrational about anything. See, you need to come out with a better word, because I'll tell you straight up, I don't like it. But it doesn't matter what I like or not, right? The fact of the matter is, when you call me homophobic, or you say that I'm practicing homophobia, you're telling me that I'm irrational. Do you see that? If a phobia is an extreme or irrational fear or aversion of something, automatically, by telling me that I have a phobia, that means that I am the irrational one. Okay. Bob says Coulrophobia. Never heard of that. Coulrophobia is the irrational fear of clowns. So you have all these different phobias, and usually, if you notice, the common theme is that these people are irrationally afraid. What up, Bryce? Bryce, we're talking about am I homophobic? Okay, that's what we're talking about, and I'm trying to figure out what that word exactly means, and I'm also trying to figure out what is the word when gay people discriminate against straight people. When gay people have a problem, an issue with straight people, what is that word? Now, I talked about this on my last thing. Let me try to see if I still have the video. I don't know if I still have the video. Let me see. Where's that video? Did I delete the video? I think I'll have to put the video back up. Basically, I played a video in my last live stream, and I was asking, I might even do a documentary on this. I'm gonna go around asking Black women, would they have sex with, would they date, would they marry, and would they have children with a gay man? I'm gonna say it again. What do you think? Because I'm about to break through the matrix. I'm all these little formulating things, all these little things that I'm telling you about. We're breaking the matrix together, guys. This is another piece on how you poke a hole in the matrix. Ask Black women just randomly, hey, can I ask you a question? Ask them when they're off guard. Don't let them know. Don't set them up for the question. Just ask them when they're off guard. Hey, can I ask you a question? Would you date? Would you have sex with? Or would you marry? Or would you have a child with a man who sucked dick 5 years ago and took dick in his ass 7 years ago? And ass 12 years ago. What if the man fucked somebody in his ass 27 years ago? Does that still matter now? Because here's the thing that I've noticed, and I'm going to go ahead and I've decided yesterday that I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and make one of my old school documentaries. You know, like I used to do on my last channel, I used to go into the streets and ask random people questions. I'm going to make a documentary asking random Black women, and I should just make it all women to just break the goddamn matrix for real. But I'm going to ask Black women because Black men are being told that we're so fucking homophobic. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I'm going off on this story in a minute, but just listen. Black men are being told that we're so goddamn homophobic, right? Let me just go ahead and sit down and calm down a little bit. I know I wasn't supposed to go live today. Thank you guys for joining me in real quick. I wasn't supposed to go live. If you can hear me, please put a 7 in the chat. Indigenous Queen, if you can hear me clearly, please put a 7 in the chat. I'm just randomly went live. I wasn't even planning this shit. But I need to talk about this stuff. Is J-Lethal homophobic? Are Black men homophobic? Because phobia, I need you guys to find a better word. I'm trying to work with you here. Tell the LGBT community. Come in the chat. If you are from the LGBT community, please come here. Talk to me. I'm a homophobic Black man. Talk to me. Answer this question. Why did you say homophobia? Why that word? You said homophobic. Why? Because you want me to admit to having an irrational fear. You see how they're doing? They want you to say this so that you admit that you're the irrational one. How the fuck am I the irrational one for telling you that your penis cannot be turned into a vagina? Talk to me in the chat, guys. How am I the irrational? Listen, a phobia is an extreme or irrational fear or an aversion to something. Talk to me in the chat. Go look up the phobias. How many different phobias are there? Claustrophobia, the irrational fear or aversion of small enclosed spaces. Arachnophobia, the irrational or extreme fear of spiders. Ablutophobia, the irrational or extreme fear or aversion to water and bathing. What was the other one he said? Coulrophobia, the fear of clowns. What is the fear of heights? Does anybody heights? The fear of heights is what? What is the fear of heights? There has to be a fear of heights. So all these phobias in any other time, it means that you have a fear of these things, and that fear is based on an irrational sense in your mind. So how is it homophobic? How do I have an irrational fear for simply telling you that I do not want my children to engage in same-sex activities? How is it a fear, an irrational fear, for telling you that just because you went and got breasts surgically removed or surgically added to your motherfucking chest, that doesn't make you a man or a woman? And we could talk about Kamala Harris and the Ketanji Jacksons and the whole what is a woman? Remember Ketanji Jackson, the black woman who is the first Supreme Court justice, black woman? They asked her, what is a woman? She said, I don't know. So on one end, y'all don't even know what a man and female is, and I'm the irrational one. Okay, now, let me give you a quick little story on what happened at work today. So does anybody know what J-Lethal does on his regular job? You know, online, I'm J-Lethal, blah, 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 blah. But in real life, my name is Joshua. Does anybody know what I do on my real life to make whatever little money or whatever? Can I ask you a question, ma'am, for my show? Is it? I'm not gonna embarrass you. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna ask this black woman I just saw. It's not gonna be a bad thing. Come in here. I'm on live. I have a channel on YouTube. My name is Josh. How you doing?
Hi.
Yeah.
I'm Trish.
Nice to meet you, Trish. I want to ask a question, and please don't be offended or scared, or just try to answer as simple as possible.
Okay.
Okay. Do you identify as a woman?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you know that's a question that people have to ask nowadays.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Do you identify as heterosexual or homosexual?
So I have a wife.
You have a wife. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this: have you ever been with a guy, a man? The question I'm asking, and I want you to listen to it from my perspective. I'm being told that when I say, and I know this is a controversial thing, but this is why I'm going online with it. I want a real discussion. I'm being told that I'm homophobic for my stance on homosexuality, particularly with men. I'm being told that I'm toxic for saying that a man should not lie with another man sexually. That's what I've been told. Okay. Now this is live. I'm not setting you up. But I've gone around and been asking a lot of black women, and that's why I pulled you over. I didn't know your position or whatever, but I've asked a lot of black women, the same black women that called me toxic for saying, I said, would you date, randomly I asked them this, would you date, have sex with, marry, or have a child with a man that was gay or bi or has sexual activities with another man? You know unanimously what the answer is? The answer unanimously is no. And they say no immediately. I wouldn't date a man who did it even 5-10 years ago. But then it gets a little tricky, because then when I ask, well, why wouldn't you? Then they say, well, it's just my preference. But then they almost sound like me when they say, well, I don't want a man who dated another man. I don't want that man because it would make me lose respect for them, that they wouldn't have the same respect for a man that they're dating that had sex with another man. But a lot of times they have best friends that are gay and these type of things.
So you wouldn't have sex with a gay woman?
Well, what I'm saying is that's my main question is this. Like I said, I didn't want to conflate it because it can get real tricky. But the main question, I just tried to flip it. I was just asking black women, why can't a man have sex with another man and then you date him 5 years later? Why are they all saying no? I mean, maybe you, because you're in a particular different situation, you have never thought of it, but just put yourself in the position of asking a random black heterosexual black woman, hey, would you date a man that had sex with another man before? They all say no. You don't look at him in the same anymore. Or in what way? You lose respect in a way, or what? Why would a black woman look at a gay black man any differently? Aren't we all the same? I mean, because they listen to what they tell straight black men. Don't say that. You're being homophobic, you're being sexist, you're being toxic. It's not 1994 anymore, it's 2022. Let people love who they love. And then I say, okay, well, would you date a man who had sex with another man? Oh no, and then like you just said, no, because I'm not going to look at him the same way anymore. So if women change how they look at a man based on if he's laying with another man, how come men can't also judge that man on the same marriage? Shouldn't we be able to judge him even more? If you as a woman are going to look at that man differently, shouldn't we as other men definitely look at that man differently?
My wife.
Thank you. God bless. Have a beautiful day. All right. Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear me? Put a 7 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Did y'all see it? Did y'all see it? She said her wife is waiting for her. Blessings to her. All praise be to her. How you doing, brother? All praise to her. All praise be to the Most High God, you know, whatever. But she had the look on her face. She said, did you see the look on her face? And I'm not trying to bash anybody or embarrass anybody. That's why I just told her, hey, if you don't feel comfortable asking, you don't have to. But I said, but listen to what she said, guys. Put a 7 in the chat. Did you hear it? I saw a random black woman. Now look at me, y'all. Look at me. You see J-LEETHAL out here in the motherfucking streets? You remember J-LEETHAL? I do my show every Monday night, but y'all think I'm not out here? Y'all think this is me? I'm out here. I pulled a random black woman. I didn't know who she was. I asked a random black woman, hey, can you come here and answer this question? I said, do you identify as a woman? She said, yes, of course. I said, well, you know, it's 2022. Then I said, do you identify as heterosexual or homosexual? She said, well, I have a wife. Then I looked at her hand. She had a ring on her finger. She has a wife. Hey, I'm not judging. Remember, that's not my business. But here's where it gets interesting. I asked her just now, why is it? I said, how come the average woman doesn't want to have sex with a man who has sex with other men? She said, I would look at him differently. Talk to me in the chat. Can somebody put that in the chat? Bryce, Vulcan, talk to me in the chat. She said, I would look at that black man differently if I find out he has sex with other men, sucks another man's dick, takes a dick in his ass and fucks another man in his ass. I would look at him differently. That's what a gay woman said about a gay man. So now then I asked her, okay, well, if you as a black woman and a gay woman at that, you would look at this man differently for having sex, how can I not look at him differently and I'm a man? Why is it that me as the man and me and my male companions cannot hold other men accountable, and we cannot hold standards for other men, and we cannot have a certain respect level for other men that diminishes based on their actions? But how come the women can have that for our men? And here's the deeper part. Here's the deeper part. How am I homophobic? Like, listen to this. How am I homophobic? So let me get back to my story. If Bob says to do it again, if I see another black woman, I'll ask. I see another black woman right here. I might ask her. When she comes out, I'll ask, okay? I don't want to bother. Hey, can I ask you a question for my YouTube channel? I'm on live right now. Can I ask you a question for my YouTube channel? Yes. How you doing? I'm Josh. Nice to meet you. I don't know if you dapper handshake. I'm Josh. Say hi.
Hello.
Hello. So, are you from America?
No.
Where are you from?
Cameroon.
Cameroon. Everybody give your favorite emoji for Cameroon. Let me ask you a question. How long have you been in America?
6 years.
6 years. I won't ask you what you think because I know it's crazy out here, right? Let me ask you this. Don't feel ashamed. Don't worry about the camera. But answer me this. You know, this month they call it Pride Month. You've heard of that?
Yes.
What do you think about that? Do you care? Do you have an opinion on Pride Month? Do you support? I just want to have genuine conversation.
I support Pride Month. I don't see any problem with Pride Month or anything.
Okay. How do they feel you say Cameroon?
Yes.
How do they feel? How do the elders and the general consensus in Cameroon, how do they feel about homosexuality?
Well, they'll feel really bad about it.
They feel bad about it. What do they feel about? Now remember, so listen closely. So in Cameroon, when you say they would feel bad about it, what do you mean? What do they think about Pride Month and homosexuality?
They think that you shouldn't go with the same sex as you, and they think it's a bad thing and all that stuff. They won't allow it.
And you disagree with that? You disagree with Cameroon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay, now So you don't see anything wrong with it. So here's my question I was asking my people. You've heard the word homophobic?
Yes.
What do you think it means to be homophobic? What is your definition of homophobic? Because I've been called homophobic when I say I don't agree with two men sleeping with each other. I don't want my son wearing a dress. I'm not going to call this woman a man. I've been called homophobic for that. You agree that that's homophobic? For saying I'm not going to call that woman a man just because she wants to be called a man. Is that homophobic? Why is it homophobic if I know that this is a woman and I continue to identify her as a woman? Why is that homophobic for me? Why is it something I did wrong? What did I do wrong?
Well, probably I'm not really sure.
Okay, well, here's my last question. I know you're going to get something to my last question is this: would you date a man? Are you heterosexual or homosexual? I'm not trying to get into too much here. Do you date men or women? Men. Would you date a man that had sex with other men 4 years ago? No. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why not? Hold on. Look, people. Wait. Tell me why not. Wait. It would feel weird. Why not? That sounds homophobic. You see how they say that? So wait, you just said you don't see anything wrong with people sleeping with the same sex. But I asked you, would you date a man who sleeps with the same sex? You said no because it would be wrong.
I mean, it depends. If it's not.
What if he said, I used to be gay, I had sex with 7 men, I sucked their penis, but that was 5 years ago and now I only like you. Are you gonna accept that? Are you gonna respect?
I mean, yeah, it was 5 years ago.
You'd be with him in a relationship,
yes.
And there would be nothing in your head, no discrimination in your head.
Yeah, nothing. It can't be 5 years, so it's not.
Oh, so all it has to be, you just have to make sure it was a long time ago and it's not a problem. Yes. Okay, fair enough. What was your name again? Vanessa, I'm Josh. Maybe I'll see you another time around here. I'm on YouTube and stuff like that, okay? Yeah, I have a YouTube. Let me show you. It's a lot of controversial talks and stuff. I've had talks with people from Africa, from everywhere. And I'm from America, but I like to have conversations. I'm pretty sure you know about the conversation of Black people in America, also in a relationship with Black people from Africa. You know about that conversation, right? This is me right here. So I have, like, if you press that button, you'll see all of my videos, and I'm live right now. So yeah, like for instance, I talk about how do Black people from Africa feel about Blacks in America? How do Blacks in America feel about Africa? Me personally, they call me African American, but I've never been to Africa. So it's kind of hard for me to call myself African American when I've never been to Africa, and sometimes I've met African people who have bad names that created bad names for us. So I don't want to blame Africans, but we have to have discussions. So I have discussions like that all the time. But thank you for your time, okay? Have a beautiful day. Okay, thank you. Can y'all hear me? Did y'all press 7 in the chat if y'all can hear? Bob, can you hear? I know I should be. I know my phone it's a lot going on over here, and there's background noise, but did you hear what she said? Just in case you didn't know, what I'm doing right now is I am doing a live documentary. Somebody put that in the chat. I am doing a live documentary right now, just so that nobody can say that I edited this video or that I prepared these questions or that I told the woman what to say. Damn, you said it's kind of muffled. Put a 7 in the chat if you can hear me right now. Put a 7 in the chat if you heard anything. Did y'all not hear anything that woman said? I know it's loud right now. Maybe you guys didn't hear. I'm sorry about that. I should have got on my computer and did it, but it is what it is. I wanted to walk around. So just in case you guys didn't hear what that woman said, she said she was from Cameroon, which is a country in Africa. And then I asked her, how does she feel about Pride Month? How does she feel about homosexuality? She said, I have no problem with homosexuality, no problem with Pride Month. I said, how do they feel in Cameroon? How does your country, Cameroon, how does the government, how do the elders, how do the parents, how does the average citizen in Cameroon feel about homosexuality? She said, they don't like it in Cameroon, but she's here in America. So then I said, okay, would you date a man who had sex with another man? Immediately she said, no, 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 no. I wouldn't do it. I would feel weird about it. You see? Somebody put that in the chat. Do you notice how the immediate reaction when you don't give them any time to prepare some bullshit, when you ask them immediately would they let their man be gay before them, they automatically say no. Somebody put that in the chat. They all automatically say no. But then when you try to talk about it, or maybe for instance you explain and you try to show where you're going with it, and you try to and they start understanding what you're saying, now they say, oh, well, it's okay, and this and the third. So this is why I wanted you guys to see the average answer from the Black women in America, the Black women from Africa. The average answer is emphatically no, I would not date a man. And then I said, well, wait a minute. I said, how is it, talk to me in the chat, how is it that you think homosexuality is okay, but you wouldn't date a homosexual man? She said, I think it would be weird. I said, okay, well, what if he sucked a dick 5 years ago? Then she said, well, if it was 5 years ago, I wouldn't have a problem with it. You see, she tried to fix it. Now, I'm not shaming anybody, and you know, more blessings to these people for telling the truth out here. Solo Dolo says, leave the live stream up because his stream keeps dropping. It's all good, Solo. I'm gonna leave this stream up because I think I'm gonna make this my part 1 of the documentary, the ongoing documentary. Somebody put that in the chat. Are Black women homophobic? The documentary. Woo! Come on now, guys. Talk to me in the chat. Are Black women homophobic? The documentary. Because if you watch, I don't even have the video up right here anymore. Let me see if I can put the video up. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me try to find this video. Stick with me, guys. Somebody put that in the chat. Hashtag stick with me. Okay. I'm uploading the video right now just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. The average Black woman. Here's my forget my story about me being homophobic. I might tell you that later. I just thought of a whole new thing. Don't even worry about if Black men are homophobic. Are Black women homophobic? That's the motherfucking question of the hour. The saying yes. Talk to me.
Would you date a bisexual man?
No.
Okay.
And
Not all. Bitch, no, the fuck?
because of their sexuality, but it's like, you like men too. I want somebody who just solely like.
You hear what she said? You hear what she said? Somebody put that in the chat. She said, I said, oh boy said, would you date a bisexual man? Not even just a gay man. Would you date a man who likes men and women? Listen to what she said. She said, bitch, no. What the fuck? Listen to the average Black woman who calls us toxic. It calls us overly masculine. These are the same women that laughed at Kevin Samuels. They called Kevin Samuels gay, but they also said he was toxic. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this, I need you to see how crazy it is for a man to follow a goddamn woman's logic. And at this point, like I told you, I'm the bad guy. I'll be the bad guy. I'm going to talk about how goddamn insane it is for a man to follow a woman's logic. On one hand, Kevin Samuels is gay. On the other hand, Kevin Samuels is toxic and hates Black women. But on the other hand, you want us to support gay men. And on the other hand, you don't date gay Black men. But on the other hand, you have nothing but gay, flamboyant Black male best friends that you go out to the club with and you out here twerking.
That's stupid, guys. Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense, but just use your common sense. Stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it. I hope this camera keep going. That doesn't even make sense.
Talk to me in the chat. None of it makes any sense. So basically, You want us to accept homosexuality when it comes to your best friend, accept homosexuality when it comes time to men wearing skirts, but you don't accept homosexuality when it comes time to dating you. You don't accept homosexuality if the homosexual man that you're calling homosexual is still analytical and holds you accountable. Because remember, you called Kevin Samuels gay, but you have nothing but gay best friends. So to black women, let me ask you, is it a diss or is it a good thing to call a black man gay? When a black woman says that this black man is gay, are you trying to diss him? When you tried to call Kevin Samuels gay, was that a diss? That sounds homophobic as fuck to me. Somebody put that in the chat. It sounds homophobic as hell to say Kevin Samuels was gay. Isn't that in a derogatory way? But wait, I thought gay people were your best friends. If Kevin Samuels was so gay, wouldn't he be encouraging women in what they're doing? Why would he be encouraging heterosexual marriages? Oh, let me guess. Kevin Samuels was gay to what? Kevin, look, this is what they want you to believe. They want you to believe Kevin Samuels was gay so that he could take all the black men. Talk to me in the chat. They really want you to believe, okay, finally this loud ass truck pulled off, so it's going to be a little quieter. They want you to believe, Misty, listen to this. I'm asking the question, Misty, are black women homophobic? Because I started off thinking maybe I'm homophobic, but then I said, wait a minute, what is phobic? What is homophobic anyway? And when you look into the word phobia, it clearly says a phobia is an irrational fear or aversion to something. So if you're calling me homophobic and you want me to admit to being homophobic, you're telling me I gotta say I have an irrational fear. That's not true. I refuse to say that I have a fear of any goddamn body. But on top of that, I double dog refuse to say that I have a fear, and my fear is of another man or woman, and that fear is based off irrationality. It's not irrational to say that you have a penis and therefore you are a man. To say that your chromosomes lead you to be a man. It's not irrational to tell my son he can't wear a dress and go try to kiss a boy and go to prom with a boy and have sex with a goddamn boy. Because listen to me now. The reason why I'm telling my son not to sleep with a boy is because black women are out here don't respect gay men. I'm gonna say it again. Black women don't respect no gay man. Even if you used to suck dick 10 years ago, she's gonna hold it against you. She says she's gonna look at you weird. She's gonna look at you different. She wants a man who only wants women. So where's this whole thing about just let your children decide and maybe your child do it, all this other stuff. What if I tell my son, okay, yeah, you can be gay and then change later and you can be not gay anymore. But he already sucked a dick. He already took a dick in his ass. He's already fucking another nigga. And then now he meets a woman and he's honest with her, right? You want men to be honest. So what if let's just say hypothetically my son is gay and then 10 years later he's not gay anymore and he comes to a black woman and says, hey, listen, I want to be honest with you. I used to live a gay lifestyle. I used to be part of the LGBTQIA2 community, but I'm not gay anymore. Somebody put that in the chat. I'm not gay anymore. I don't like men. All these goddamn loud ass trucks. All these loud ass trucks. Somebody put that in the chat. I don't like men's anymore. I'm delivered. So what if this nigga was delivered? But he sucked that nigga's dick. He took that nigga's dick in his ass. He fucked that nigga. He jacked that nigga off. You're telling me you're gonna have the same amount of respect that you have for a masculine heterosexual man who only likes women? No, and you know it. It's a fucking trick bag. You want us to fall in line with your fucking bullshit that doesn't even have any sound logic behind it. You can't even stand behind what you're saying. Because the fact of the matter is, if being gay, there's nothing wrong with it. If being gay is just the same as being heterosexual, and love is love, and it's 2022, and all this other shit that you keep telling me, if that's the case, you wouldn't even give a damn if a motherfucker did that, right? Would you? I don't think you would. I don't think you would mention what the man did before if love is love. And think about it. So back to my story. I work at a restaurant. Now, I'm a waiter at a restaurant. A lot of people know that. If you don't know that, that's what it is. I am a waiter at a restaurant, right? Now, here's the crazy thing about that. I constantly have to deal with a bunch of different motherfuckers every day. And if you work at a restaurant, or maybe you work at the grocery store, or I don't know, if you just work in, public service, or you're dealing in retail, you already know when you deal with a bunch of different people every day, it's like really crazy, right? So the thing about is this: if you deal in retail, you're going to deal with at least, let's just see, anywhere from 50 to 100 people every day. New people. You got at least 50 to 100 new people that you're running into every day. So I be having some weird ass people, and not only weird ass people, as I told you, it's 2022, so it's a lot of weird shit going on. So what I've noticed, now this is just me, maybe I'm wrong, but what I've noticed is a lot of gay people, whether it's the flamboyant gay men or the super stud ass lesbian woman and her lesbian lover, I get so much animosity. I get so much microaggressions and actual aggression, passive aggression from gay people when I'm serving them. Now, mind you, I just come up there. I got my hair tied back. Hi, I'm Joshua. I'll be your server. Can I take care of you? Can I get you some lemonade? You should see the faces that I get from these goddamn, specifically the lesbian. I'm not even going to talk about the gay men today. The gay men are off the hook today. We're talking about the stud women. Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about? The stud women? Talk to me. Talk to me. You don't know what I'm talking about when I say the goddamn stud woman? Let me show you this.
Look, y'all, now we got black women sagging. Black women sagging. This is a girl. So, just so you know, that's a girl. Black women sagging now. We got black women trying to be men, sagging their pants. Remember when black men were sagging their pants some years ago? You had everybody taking pictures of us, videotaping us, showing how ridiculous it looks to show our drawers through our ass. Now you got women sagging, trying to be men. So yeah, let's talk about that.
So not only do we have black women dressing like black men, getting haircuts like black men, sagging their pants like black men, but when they see you, when they see actual masculine black men, and believe me, you can say what you want, but they recognize a masculine black man. They recognize a straight black man. They recognize the king, the original man. Everybody recognize the same way them crackers be looking at you, making them all them crazy faces. Everybody be looking at you, making all them crazy faces. Yeah, the LGBT people, they understand that shit too. That's a fact. So when these stud ass women, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, the reason why these studs are mad is because they bleed every 30 fucking days, just like their bitch. You're sitting here living in the same house as this woman. Did you know that women start to ovulate together? Talk to me in the chat. Is it right or wrong? Misty, is it right or wrong? Indigenous Queen, is it right or wrong? When women start to stay together, they start to ovulate and have menstruation and start having periods together at the same time of the month. You got these people in a relationship, a stud and a feminine woman, and you got the stud walking around with a wife beater on, sagging her motherfucking pants with a boosie fade. She got tattoos all on her arm, all on her neck. She got tattoos on her face like Lil Wayne. She got, and she's over here taking hard ass pictures and shit. She got her arm around the other woman like she's really a man, and y'all are upset because you get to live in fairy tale land until you run into me. This is, and mind you, I'm just putting this video out. I know I didn't tell you guys I was gonna go live, so I'm not expecting a bunch of people, but I need to put this video out because, and see, I was talking to God earlier today. Y'all, anybody in the chat ever just have a conversation with God? I'm not talking about a prayer. You know, I'm just talking about a conversation with God. Has anybody ever asked God a question like, Earlier today, I asked God this question. I said, how much longer do I have to be patient? How much patience can a man have, Lord? How much patience? Remember in the scripture, somebody put that in the chat. He who leadeth into captivity must be led into captivity. He who kills with the sword must be killed with the sword. This is the patience and the faith of the saints. So the question is, how much patience, Lord? How much faith did you give your saints? It says God only gives his toughest battles to his strongest warriors. Well, Lord, how strong? I must be Hercules out this bitch. Hercules. Somebody put that in the chat. Hercules, we must be. Because I was talking to God earlier today. I said, God, Father. Somebody put that in the chat. Father, how much longer, Father? I don't know how much humbler I can be. I can't keep swallowing humble pie. I'm up to my neck in humble pie. If I eat one more bite of humble pie, my fucking stomach will explode. I'm gonna internally combust if I eat one more slice of humble pie. I can't eat humble pie every motherfucking day while everybody looks me up and down. You're taking a whole dick in your butt, sir. And you have the nerve to look me up and down. So let me get back to my story. Bye. I keep reverting from my story. This is the reason why I made this video today. So I'm at work. I'm a waiter at my job, a server, a regular waiter. I bring you your drinks. I take your order. Long story short, I get these two lesbians that have been there before. Now, sometimes if you know anything about restaurants, if you've ever worked in a restaurant, they have what's called a regular. That means you have regular customers. Maybe if you're a bartender, you might know what I'm talking about. You just got regular customers. Maybe somebody who lives in the neighborhood, or they love the restaurant, they love your service, so they come maybe once a week, 2 times a week. Some regulars come damn near every day to the restaurant, right? So when you have a customer that comes multiple times and you serve them multiple times, you call them a regular. So I have these guests, and they come in quite often, and I've served them before. It's 2 women, 2 light-skinned women. I don't know if they're Latina or whatever the fuck. They're like black. They have like a drop of black in them, but also mostly some other shit, Latino or something. But they're kind of black, barely black. You know what I'm talking? Have you ever met black people people who seem like they got one drop of blackness, like barely black? Anyway, 2 lesbian women. One of them is the feminine one, even though the bitch is built like a sack of potatoes and she's ratchet as fuck, and you can tell she's just misery all over her face. This is what we got to talk about. A lot of black women in America, hey, black men are going through it too, but we're not walking around carrying that shit on our motherfucking faces all day. Hi, I'm sorry, I'm on live stream. That's why I'm cursing like that. Sorry. Hi. Yeah, I know, but you got a little baby around. I didn't want to be too aggressive. Oh, I already know. I got kids too, so so let's get back to the story. So these 2 women, one of them is a lesbian, or both of them are lesbian. One of them is the feminine one, the woman, even though she's all masculine and then the other one is the masculine one. She got her arms out. She got tattoos on her arms, but she's deaf. Somebody put that in the chat. So you got a racially ambiguous. Somebody put that in the chat. Earlier today, I had a goddamn racially ambiguous, barely black, overly aggressive, homosexual stud couple, and one of them was deaf. This has to be the most outlandish shit in the world. You got a deaf woman talk about, yeah, baby, let me eat your pussy after this. Talk to me in the chat. Yeah, baby. So after this, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna eat your fucking pussy. We're both gonna stick a tampon in our pussy because we both got a bloody pussy at the same time. And then you're gonna lay under me like I'm a nigga. We're gonna spoon together. I'm gonna be the big spoon. You're gonna be the little spoon. You're gonna suck on my goddamn dildo. I'm gonna put the dildo onto my pelvis. Somebody put that in the chat. I could do sign language, goddamn. You're gonna suck on my dildo, and I'm gonna put the dildo on my goddamn pelvis. I'm gonna fuck you for 4 hours because my dildo can't come. De facto. Love you. Thank you. Bye bye. All right. Talk to me in the chat, guys. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You're mad at me because you got a strap on, and yeah, you can strap on that thing on your pelvis. You can fuck her all night with that fake ass dick. But guess what? No wonder you can fuck her all night. That dick doesn't come. You have no sensation. Again, what is homophobia? The irrational fear of something. How am I irrational for telling you that you're not the same as me just because you strapped on a plastic toy to yourself? So let's get back to the story. So these racially ambiguous, what was it? Let me exactly paint the story for you. It was a goddamn racially ambiguous stud couple looking me up and down, and every time they come in, they got this nasty ass attitude, this ugly ass demon on their face. Now here's the thing, I can't explain to you what the demon looks like. Can somebody put that in the chat? I can't sit here and explain to you the actuality of these demons manifesting on these people's spirit. When I talk about the demon that manifests on these people's face, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just skip over this part, because I'm not going to be able to prove it to you. I'm not going to be able to pull up no kind of pictures and shit of a fucking demon exposed on these people's face. But you got to believe me when I say that the demons are exposed on these motherfuckers. You walk in, they be smiling, then the fucking demon just comes straight out their face. So I got these lesbians, and then they complained on me. Listen to me. I'm not even going to give you the whole story. I gave them service, great service, because I know every time I have a fucking lesbian couple like this and they be looking me up and down, the goddamn stud daddy is always so what's the word? What do these studs be doing when they look at a real man? The studs feel insecure. Somebody put that in the chat. Somebody put that in the chat. Come on, talk to me now. I'm gonna have to cook this shit real quick. The studs get insecure. That's where the problem comes from. Let's stop acting like we don't know what the fuck is going on. The studs are insecure because the black heterosexual absorber-like man is the only motherfucker that's not playing your game in 2022. Misty Smith, tell him the only one that's not playing the game is the heterosexual man absorber-like. That's the only one that's gonna look at you dead in your face like, okay, ma'am, can I get you any lemonade, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am, would you like a well done steak, ma'am? I'm gonna look at you dead in your face with all them tattoos, with your goddamn titties strapped down with some scotch tape. Talk to me in the chat. You went and got some fucking invisible duct tape and tied down your titties. You got a fucking dildo strapped in your pants. You're walking around with a goddamn dildo in your pants on a Tuesday afternoon. How, Sway? You know, when I was younger, now I'm just going in. Now you see what you did? You made me go in. When I was younger, I found out that women are fucking women with a fake dick, and they call it a strap-on. And that blew my mind. Somebody put that in the chat. I remember the first time I might have been like 12 years old, or I was like 14 years old or something when I found out that lesbians be out here putting a strap on and acting like a man and fucking another woman. My mind was blown. But then I found out like 2-3 years ago that not only do these lesbians put a strap on fake dick when they fuck a woman, and they're talking in this woman's ear, telling this woman that I'm gonna fuck you better than your man. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Imagine a woman putting a fake dick on, acting like a man, and then talking to the woman in her ear that she's fucking and telling that woman, yeah, see, I'm fucking you better than your baby daddy. I'm fucking you better than any nigga ever could. Oh yeah, we gonna talk about it, how a lot of these feminine lesbians still want some dick. And these studs get mad at the lesbian when she looks at a nigga or shows in any way that she wants some actual dick. The lesbians make them feel bad for that shit. So let's get back to it. My mind was blown when I found out that women were fucking other women with a fake dick. Then I found out that women, listen to me closely. Then I found out, so there's levels to this shit. Somebody put that in the chat. There's levels to this shit. The first level is women are out here buying dildos to fuck other women. The second layer of this nasty onion is that women are fucking other women with a fake dick and whispering in each other's ear, telling each other that this is why you don't need a man. And this is the deepest part of that fucking disgusting onion. The deepest part about this dildo shit is a lot of these black women are walking around with the fucking dildo still in their pants, even when they're not gonna have sex that day.
That's stupid, guys.
I didn't.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid.
Did you hear me? I said you got black studs walking around here with a boosie fade. They're going up to TJ Maxx and Macy's. They're going to the men's department and taking all the goddamn men's clothes, all the goddamn men's Fruit of the Looms, all the goddamn men's wife beaters. They're making all the appointments at the barbershop to get a fade like a man. They're having a deep ass voice like Barry White, and they're telling your baby mama that you shouldn't be with that nigga. You should be with a woman now. And they're whispering in that woman's ear with a fake dick on their pelvis, telling them that I can fuck you better than your man. And even when they're not fucking a woman, they're still walking around with a dildo in their pants like it's a dick, so they can grab down there and they can feel something. Somebody talk to me in the chat. Vulcan, come on, talk to me. What are y'all listening, or are y'all, come on, are y'all shocked? Why nobody commenting? Are y'all shocked? But y'all didn't know this was J-Lethal talking to you? J-Lethal in the flesh. When I say lethal, I mean deadly. You understand that? I don't say this is Jay, I'm gonna hurt you a little bit. This is Jay, I'm gonna paralyze you. This is Jay, I'm gonna slap you. This is Jay, I'm gonna push you and hurt your feelings. This is Jay, and I'm motherfucking lethal. There's no in between. You understand that? So let's get back to the story. These lesbians at my job tried to get me fired today by going crazy with the fucking complaining on my ass. I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it again. I didn't do nothing wrong to these goddamn lesbians. The only thing that I did wrong to these lesbians was be a heterosexual, absorbed with light man around these fucking stank pussy ass bitches. And I don't even want to. And here, this is where I'm going deeper with it. Now you done fucked up. Talk to me in the chat. Now you done fucked up. Talk to me in the chat, guys. Talk to me.
Tell them niggas why you mad, son. Tell them niggas why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad, son.
Here's the thing, too. I heard, now, I don't know if this is true or not, and I don't want to find out, but I heard that these stud lesbians, now listen to me closely. Put a 7 in the chat if you're ready for this. Put a 7, because I don't even think you're ready for this. I know you never thought about this one. Vulcan, are you ready? Skillmonger, are you ready? Everybody's shocked. Look at y'all. Look at y'all in the chat. Shocked. Y'all are shocked. This is why I love it. You know me so well. Everybody in this chat knows me very well. Why are y'all shocked? Skillmonger's not shocked. He said, I'm not shocked. Unfortunately, I live in a super progressive state. See this stuff constantly. Oh, yeah, there's more. Are you ready for this? I heard that now think about it now. I heard that these stud lesbians, remember I told you, a lesbian still has a fucking pussy. So you got these women walking around looking like Young M.A., looking like Eazy-E and shit like that. This bitch walking around looking like Eazy-E trying to be a man. She's deluded herself into believing she's a man, but what about her vagina? Somebody put that in the chat. What about her vagina? So I'm gonna give it to you raw and nasty and uncut. I heard that these studs be having funky ass, disgusting, filthy vaginas because they neglect their whole. I'm gonna say it again, motherfuckers. I just blew your mind. This right here is I'm blowing your mind right now.
Sensational.
I'm gonna say it again because you motherfuckers didn't hear me. I said these stud lesbians don't even clean themselves right. Think about it. You got a vagina, but you're denying that. But your period didn't deny that. Oopsie, your period didn't forget that you're a woman. Whoopsie, Mother Nature didn't forget that you're a woman. Whoopsie, your eggs that are dripping out your pussy didn't forget that you're a woman. Whoopsie.
A young Orthodox Jewish woman is now speaking out, claiming a local rabbi is infecting babies, making them sick. And what's worse, she says no one is doing anything to stop him. For centuries, when a Jewish baby boy is born, the ancient ritual of circumcision is performed. But in some ultra-Orthodox communities, religious leaders, known as moyals, also engage in something controversial during the bris. In a practice known as Metzitza B'Peh, or just MVP, the moyal actually uses his mouth to suck the blood from the infant's penis after he cuts off the foreskin.
You know what? You should listen to your wife, man. She's right. You are an asshole, man.
Yeah. J-Lethal got that smoke. J-Lethal got smoke for them all. J-Lethal got smoke for all of them. J-Lethal got smoke for them all. This is why they want me gone. They want me assassinated. They want my vibration low. Ha! 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 I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga. King Kong got nothing on me. King Kong got nothing on me. You know why? Because they wanted to destroy me. They wanted to do everything to destroy me. Why? Because they knew the awakened black man is bringing righteousness. God is already back. We know God to come back, Christ to come back. It's already back. We already back. What are you talking about? Now I'm gonna ask you again: is the black woman homosexual? I'm gonna ask you again: why do now? When I started this video, I was talking about maybe I'm homophobic. Because let's get back to those two women that were at my restaurant today. I had two lesbian women at my restaurant. One of them was a fucking she was deaf. Bitch, you're deaf. You need to be humble. I'm gonna say it again. I'm tired of playing around. I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of that shit. Bitch, if you're deaf, if you're blind, some stupid shit like that, you need to be humble. You're deaf. I'll fuck around and call you a bitch behind your back. I'll walk right behind you and call you a bitch. You won't even hear me. You need to be humble. I'll go creep up on your ass and smack you in the back of the neck. You won't even know what happened. Because you couldn't hear me creeping up. Shut the fuck up. I got a goddamn lesbian dyke in my face trying to get me fired. She went to the manager and told the manager that she thinks I'm lazy. Now listen to me, guys. Listen to me. I'm just a waiter in a restaurant. All I do is bring you your goddamn food and your motherfucking drink and ask you if you need anything else. How the fuck are you? I want to talk to your manager. Now you got her girlfriend talking to the manager, and they were over there talking to my manager for like 15 minutes. I'm talking, and when you see them, they were doing all these extra movements and they were just had so much energy to tell my white manager that nigga over there is lazy and he didn't bring my food in time and he took too long to do this and he had an attitude and this and I can't believe it. I'm going to write into the corporate. I'm going to tell everybody I'm never going to come back to this place. I want free gift cards. I want my bill. She paid $100. Her fucking tab was $100. They got drinks, appetizers, bone-in ribeye steak, lobster tails, lemons, and everything else, extra ranch. I'm bringing you every goddamn thing, and because you had a fucking problem that I did it perfectly, and you didn't want to tip me, and you wanted to convince yourself that every black heterosexual man that you see is a fucking problem, you wanted to tell on me, bitch, suck my dick. Alright, don't worry about me, I'm fine. I forgot I'm in public, guys. I keep on forgetting I'm in public. Suck my dick like you should. How about that? You over here sucking pussy bumbuck. Suck my dick like you should, bitch. What are you talking about? They tried to get me fired today. And if I was on, and I'm already kind of on my last straw over there because motherfuckers is already plotting on me over there. So let's just say I was on my last straw. Or I was already written up from this job, or the managers had already told me, okay, if you get another complaint, you're fired. This bitch who wanted to go out and complain for no reason other than she was upset. My spirit vexed her spirit. See, here's the difference. I know how to deal with you demons out here and still live my life and jump over the hurdles and avoid you demons. You demons don't know how to avoid the 7 children. It's easy. I know how to avoid the 6 and keep smiling. You 6 motherfuckers don't know how to avoid the 7 and keep smiling. Our spirit bothers you so much, you got to do something about it. That's why I'm telling you guys to constantly vibrate higher, because under no circumstance can the 6 ever get with the 7. But if you're the 7 only sometimes, and you're also living like the 6, you're not going to be a strong enough 7 to fight off the 6. Somebody talk to me in the chat. You got to be a strong enough 7 because the 6 is very strong out here. Somebody put that in the chat. We have to independently be a strong 7 because the 6, they're teaming up out here. They're learning out here. The 6 is able to just go out and do whatever the fuck they want. And they got a million people to teach them how to be the 6. They got a million people to encourage them to continue to be the 6. You gotta get on the internet to goddamn find a 7. Somebody put that in the chat. We gotta wait till Monday night to gather around to have a whole bunch of 7s together to talk our shit. There's no way that you're gonna find the next 10 people you find are gonna be 7s. You might find one out of the next 30 people that's a fucking 7. Everybody else is a goddamn 6 because it's so easy to be the 6 out here. So let me get back to it. My question is, am I homophobic or are you homophobic, bitch? Are you heterophobic, bitch? How about heterophobia? Can we talk about that? Okay, I'm homophobic and you're heterophobic. Which one's worse? Because if you want to be honest, it's irrational to stick your dick in another ass. You talk about phobia. A phobia is an irrational fear or an aversion of something. Arachnophobia, the irrational fear or aversion of spiders. Claustrophobia, the irrational fear or aversion of tight and closed spaces. Plutophobia, the irrational fear or aversion of washing or bathing or water. Germophobia, the irrational fear or aversion of germs. You remember that show Monk? Jacob, shout out to you, Jacob. Jacob, do you remember that show Monk? Go look that up on Google. The show Monk was a show about a man who worked for the police, and he was a crime scene investigator, a forensic investigator, when he was scared of germs. So he had to go to the murder scene and pick up all this nasty evidence, but he didn't want germs, so he was like super scared of germs. That's a fucking germaphobe. How the fuck am I a homophobe for saying, bro, miss me with that gay shit? How am I a homophobe for saying, hey, son, you're a boy, which means you're a young man. You can never be anything else but a boy or a young man. How am I a homophobe for saying, son, you're not about to be in my house kissing another boy and taking dick in your ass? How is that a homophobe? Okay, and if I'm homophobic for saying that, then doesn't that mean that black women are homophobic? Because when you ask the average black woman, would she have sex with, date, marry, or have children with a homosexual or previously homosexual or bisexual man? What do they say? Talk to me in the chat. What does the average woman, the same feminist woman, the same woman who claims she's LGBTQ friendly and she's an ally, the same black woman that calls us toxic, the same black woman that says it's 2022, you shouldn't be judging gay people anymore, the same black woman who has a flamboyant fucking gay black male friend, what does that black woman say when you ask her, would she be with a man who sucked another dick? Listen.
Would you date a bisexual man?
No.
Okay.
And
Not all. Bitch, no, the fuck?
because of their sexuality, but it's like, you like men too. I want somebody who just solely likes women.
Okay.
And that's just a preference.
Would you date a faithful bisexual man if you came to us and said, babe, I'm bisexual, but it's me and you right now?
No,
Right.
I can't.
I'm not interested in, I'm not looking at no men, I'm not trying to be with no men, it's just me and you right now.
But
This is
shit
it.
change, right? What if you see somebody walking down Melrose?
Would I date a bisexual man? No.
Have
I
you
would
ever
not.
dated a bisexual man?
No, that would be an issue for me. I don't. Just my preference is not to date someone who is interested in the same sex at times or sometimes on Saturdays, whatever the fuck. I want you to strictly be into me.
Now talk to me in the chat. So the black women, the same black women that are telling us not to take, they're saying the same thing we're saying. Can you hear me? This is why I got to do these videos, because it's like, I need somebody to hear this shit, even if it's only 14 people in the chat, whatever the case. Even if this video gets 117 views, I need somebody to hear this shit, because why? One, I need to make sure I'm not crazy. Two, I need other people to attest to this shit. Three, I need this conversation to be in the public sphere. And four, I need you guys to see how to combat this shit, because they want to bombard you with irrational bullshit until you just give up and you forgot how to even have an argument about this shit anymore. They want you to forget how to defend yourself against this shit. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Talk to me in the chat. I'm gonna read the comments in a little bit. But the question again that I want you guys, I'm gonna do a bunch of videos. If I seen more, I thought more people would be around here, so I would have asked more people if I would have seen them. But I want you to ask. Because remember, all black men are saying is that black men should not have sex with other black men. That's all we're saying. That's what we said. And you called us all those type of names. But when you ask the average black woman, she says the exact same thing. She said black men, in my opinion, should not have sex with other black men. Oh, unless he's my best friend. Somebody put that in the chat. Oh, hell no. Hell no. I'm not going to respect no black man that fucked another black man. Oh, unless he's flamboyantly gay, so gay that he's almost like a woman, because then I could, go to the club with him, shake my ass, we could both be whores together, this type of thing. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why I first need to know the true definition of homophobia. I need to know the definition. Because if you want me to agree, you know how many times they said, that's homophobic. Are you homophobic? Hey, if you're asking me, am I homophobic? I say no, because I know what language means and the definition of things means. The definition is not what you're trying to, you want me to admit to having an irrational fear of you. I don't fear you, and there's nothing irrational about what I'm saying. I've been online for 1 hour and 7 minutes and 30 seconds. There has been not one sentence that came out of my mouth that has been irrational. It's all based in logic, sound logic, scientific, mathematic logic and equations. And you can't stand that, so you just want to come up with a word, homophobic. By me admitting that I'm phobic, that's admitting I have a problem. You're the one that went and cut your dick off. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna read some comments. And I know you guys agree with me, but this is the reason why I get upset at YouTube, because YouTube doesn't let me get out to new people. I need new people in this comment. I need people in this chat who's never seen my face before, who don't even know what I'm talking about, and they just see the title and they disagree or some shit. I need people from the LGBT community to come in this chat and say, no, you're wrong. I want somebody to call in and tell me. I want to get to the bottom of this, because I know you guys feel me, but that's why I said I just got to be forced to, at this point, just teach you guys how to combat this shit. So I'm gonna give you the game one more time, and I'm gonna read these comments and I'm gonna get on out of here. This is the game. They want to call black men homophobic. They want to label us all type of shit, knowing that what we're saying is right. They know that what we're saying is correct. But if they could get us masculine men to agree to bend over and take a dick in our ass, then we're out. Listen, you're not going to be fighting the systematic enforcement of the ideologies of white supremacy if you're too busy putting makeup on and all this other stupid shit, worried about going to the club looking pretty for some other nigga to fuck you. That's not the position of a warrior. When did you hear samurais or any warriors of the past talking about this other stupid shit? They want you to not be a fighter. They want you to because once you submit to another man, everything else is downhill from there. Of course, you're going to submit to the systematic enforcement of the ideologies of white supremacy. Of course, you're going to allow racism, and you're not going to give a fuck about reparations and all this shit when you're over here rebelling against who you are. You are rebelling against who you are. I had 2 women try to get me fired today, and I couldn't even explain it to my manager that these bitches hate men. Do you know how frustrating it is when you want to just tell the truth? I wanted to say, listen, this bitch is mad because she doesn't have a dick, and she got everything but a dick. She got a strong ass face. She got big ass muscular arms. You got tattoos. You got man clothes on. You got a girlfriend. You got a fake dick, but you have everything but real testosterone. And the only time you can get real testosterone is if you inject that shit into yourself. I've seen women out here, listen to me. I've seen women out here with actual and factual beards. Does anybody hear me? I just said I've seen women out here with actual factual beards, more beard than I have.
This is disgusting.
These women got more beard than me now. God, trying to look me up and down, trying to have a deeper voice than me. And you and like I told you, the whole time, what are they telling the woman? They're sucking on that woman's pussy for about 8 hours. That's all you're doing. You're sucking her pussy for 8 hours, not holding her accountable, not, you know what I'm saying, not getting on her ass, but you're talking in a deep voice. So the bitch is acting like she, what? If you're talking in this deep ass voice, y'all get to convince yourselves that, oh yeah, I'm with a man. I'm with a man because she's wearing a wife beater and she's making a tough ass face and she talks in a deep ass voice. So yeah, that's enough. That's enough manliness for me. Because remember, they just want the appearance of a man. They don't want the whole man, the actual accountability that comes with the man, the rules and regulations that come with a motherfucking man. No, you just want somebody that looks like a man, a fake ass man. And hey, more power to you. But the problem is y'all are out here mad at us now. Look at this. Look. Y'all are trying to be us and you're mad at us because we are naturally us. Listen to this. You're mad at us for being naturally us.
Look, y'all, now we got black women sagging. Black women sagging. This is a girl. So, just so you know, that's a girl. Black women sagging now. We got black women trying to be men, sagging their pants. Remember when black men were sagging their pants some years ago? You had everybody taking pictures of us, videotaping us, showing how ridiculous it looks to show our drawers through our ass. Now you got women sagging, trying to be men. So yeah, let's talk about that.
So again, guys, you know, I don't know what, because I saw some, you know, I was watching, shout out to the Amazing Lucas. I know a few people came here. I think Skillmonger came here from the Amazing Lucas channel. I was watching my homeboy, the Amazing Lucas, on YouTube. He has a video, and he basically just said, look, at the end of the day, it is futile. It's pointless to fight against this LGBT shit because it's already taken over. It's already taking over. The general consensus is that you're homophobic. See, everything I said today was the truth. And this is the fact. They're not going to let this type of talk get into the mainstream because if the points that I brought up tonight were brought up, it would destroy all their fucking talking points. But most people have never thought about this. You didn't think, hey, wait, how come black women don't like gay black men? How come black women don't want to? You never thought to ask these questions. So they're allowed to run the narrative that everything's okay, love is love, pride, and all this other shit. So now we look like the bad guy. We look like the enemy for saying literally the truth. But this is why I wanted to go live and I wanted to show you guys the actual thing to say. Don't say, oh, I don't agree to being homophobic. And if you do agree that you're homophobic, if J-Lethal is homophobic, if J-Lethal's audience is homophobic, what is it called when gay people have animosity towards straight people? Furthermore, if I'm homophobic for saying that when a man lies with another man, it makes him lose credibility, it makes him lose respect. If I'm wrong for that, then how come our women are saying the same thing? I wish I could find another black woman over here. I really want to find another young black woman so I can like ask her how she feels about black men. I'm gonna literally do a video. I'm gonna continue to do this. I'm gonna do a bunch of videos like this. Where are they, guys? Young Grump. Shout out to Young Grump in the chat. Solo Dolo Vocal. Let me read some comments. Solo Dolo says they don't want to be held accountable by a man. Skillmonger says most samurai actually liked pussy. I gotta look into that. Do you have any sources that say that the samurais liked pussy? They usually marry for political reasons. Now, I'll give it to you. They probably married for political reasons, but I don't know that samurai like pussy. I don't know if that's true. It could be, but from what I know of China, places like China, the Asian countries, they are very patriarchal, as you would say, very traditional. They don't endorse homosexuality from what I know. From what I know, the only real cultures that was really embracing homosexuality like that was the Europeans. That's what I from my studies. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I wasn't alive back then. I'm not this great big historian. But I don't think, now you could be wrong. I mean, I could be wrong. So I don't think that the samurais was out here just willy-nilly fucking with pussy. I mean, I don't know. Unless you have I don't know. What up, Maximus? Skillmonger, but this is true. It's white culture. They're trying to project this white culture on us, and this is another reason why they have every single character that's LGBT. By the way, if you haven't pressed the thumbs up button, please go press the thumbs up button because YouTube hates me. Every single character you see on live on cartoons nowadays is black. Every gay couple, one of them has to be black. Why is one of them not Asian? If the samurais and the Asian people have been historically into homosexuality, why don't we see anything of that? I talked to the woman from Africa. She said in Africa, they don't fuck with homosexuality. I've talked to people from Asia. She said in Asia, they don't fuck with homosexuality. Saudi Arabia doesn't fuck with homosexuality. None of these places that fuck with homosexuality. But for some reason, they want to make it seem like black people are the ones that we're just pushing this shit. Why? Because they know we don't even have a culture, or we don't remember our culture. So therefore, they want us to continue. Why is this lady in my goddamn background like this? How you doing? God damn. So, like I said, they want black people to feel like this is our culture because they know we don't remember our history. So it's like that movie Jason Bourne. You remember they wiped his memory completely. Once you wipe somebody's memory, you can put anything there, and they're gonna think that that's what's going on. It's like the movie Men in Black. Remember they had the little thing on Men in Black. The little thing. What was it called on Men in Black? They used to. You ever seen the movie Men in Black? It was a movie about these government agents that were finding aliens, and it had Will Smith in it. But every time that regular American citizens saw aliens, or they saw some extraterrestrial shit, or they saw something that they weren't supposed to see, the government would come and put this little light in front of them and push the light, and then they would just wipe their memory completely, and then they would tell them some fucking fake ass, lying ass story, and then the people would believe it. The people will believe it because they had their memory wiped, and then once their memory is wiped, you can put anything there. That's how they did with black people. They wiped our memory completely clean, and now they're putting complete bullshit that they know is bullshit. They know it's bullshit. The same way in that movie Men in Black, when they wiped your memory and they gave you a new story, they knew it was bullshit. What up, Cha-Cha? Hold on, let me read some comments. Hold on one second. Yeah, Jacob. I'm gonna say it again. These two lesbians, and it's not even the first time. Most of the time when I get lesbians, I'm not even going to talk about gay black men right now because I've talked about them enough. Gay black women when I get gay black women at my table, I give them the best service. Why? Can somebody put me in the chat? Why do you think J-Lethal smiles extra big and tries to be extra nice to the gay people? Why do you think J-Lethal tries to be nice? I'm trying to be nice to the gay people because I know that they already have something in their head about me. They think that I'm judging them. They're insecure. They think I'm homophobic, all this other shit. And they're super sensitive and they already got demons on them and they're already waiting for a reason not to tip me. They have a bias in their head. They're waiting not to tip me. So I go above and beyond. I get them extra lemonade. Can I get you a drink to go? Is this okay? Do you need any extra sauce? Do you need this? Do you need that? Is it hot enough? I basically treat them like babies and they run up $150 tab and don't tip anything. Imagine going to a restaurant, spending $100 on drinks and appetizers and anything, and then not tipping the server because, oh, I don't like his face or he gave me attitude or whatever else you told your goddamn self to convince yourself that I was the one that was wrong. Why would I be overly rude to anybody at my job when this is my fucking job? We don't even got to talk about the overwhelming amount of people in management positions that are flamboyantly gay. You don't think that's suspicious? On some Dr. Umar shit, they're hiring all these flamboyant managers and shit. They're putting these flamboyant ass motherfuckers in particularly the black ones. They got black studs and black feminine gay ass men that they're promoting to positions of quote unquote leadership over us in the corporate community. We can talk about that. Let's talk about it. Are gay people really discriminated against in 2022? Where? Where's the discrimination? Now gay people are called minorities. I have a video showing how gay people are being called minorities in places like California. You're getting loans that are designated for minorities just because you stick your dick in another person's ass. I'm gonna say it again because y'all aren't listening. I said y'all are getting benefits that go traditionally to black people. When you think of minorities, you're thinking of fucking black people. But now minorities are white women, minorities are Asians, minorities are everybody else, and minorities are gay people.
Oh my God!
So now you can stick your dick in another man's ass and then you can go file for some benefits. Talk to me in the chat. I'm about to get it in. Oh yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna just spill it. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I said they're calling gay people minorities now, and gay people are getting business loans and all type of benefits for being minorities. So that means you can be white. You can be white and still be a minority. You can be a white man and still be a minority as long as you fuck another nigga. Did you hear me? I'm gonna say it again. You can call yourself gay and now all of a sudden you're a minority. Now you can file for a business loan and you're going to possibly get it over a heterosexual black person. There is no benefit for saying that I'm a heterosexual black man. There are no companies, there is no fucking PETA, or there's no movement, there is nothing. Even Black Lives Matter. Talk to me in the chat. Even Black Lives fucking Matter, which uses the face of the black man. Even Black Lives Matter isn't for us. What company, you tell me, what company is for black men? Not even a company, what movement, anything. Where can black heterosexual men say, I'm black and heterosexual and I'm a man and I'm American, give me benefits? None of us get benefits, but if I say I'm a black homosexual man, now I get benefits. Do you see how this system is? And these same motherfuckers that get all these benefits from sucking dick, they have the nerve to look at me and look me up and down. How the fuck are you sucking dick and have the nerve to do anything? If you are a man that sucks a dick, you should keep your head down. Stay down there then. You sucking dick, stay down there. Don't come back up for air, motherfucker. If you gonna suck a dick, don't come back up for air to try to look me up and down. Here's another thing. So I'm at work while these gay fucking bitches are trying to get me fired. I got this other gay dude that doesn't even work there, but he comes in there because he used to work there. And he's looking me up and down, judging me with his pinky out while he's sipping his wine, talking about, well, you know, if he shouldn't have done this, and I got gay people watching me from a distance that have no business even in my motherfucking conversation, looking me up and down. Do you know how infuriating it is to look at a gay black man judging me? You are a gay. And I want to use the F word so bad, but they're going to strike my channel. I want to use the F word on your ass. You are a gay braggot. You are a fucking gay braggot and have the nerve. Do you hear me? You have the nerve to even look at me like you are. What? This is what I'm saying. I just have to scream it. I just have to scream it. I don't even know what else to say. I just have to scream. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just read some more comments. I'm out of here. I wasn't even supposed to go live. I just have to say this. Again, are black women homophobic? Yes or no? Answer me in the question. I need to know the answer. If you say no, that's fine. But tell me how black women are not homophobic. Because when you ask the average black woman, she says she would not date a black man that sucked another dick a long time ago. And when you ask her why, she's going to say because she thinks less of that man. She does not respect that man enough to date him. So isn't that not homophobia? If a black man can say, hey, men should not lie with another man, if that's phobia, how come women, the only time you like gay people, and here's the deepest part about it, the only time, I'm going to say it again, black women are homophobic. I'm not even asking the question no more. I'm going to change this. I'm going to change the title of this to Black Women Are Homophobic. And here's the thing about it is, black women are homophobic, and the only time black women like gay people is when they can benefit from them, or they can have some fun with them, and they can be whores together. You don't, that's not love. Somebody put that in the chat. If it's based on a condition, and it's only when you're having fun with that person that you love them and that you're around them, that's not love. And you're going to turn around and diss those same people when it's time to date them, or you're going to diss those same people when they hold you accountable. Talk to me in the chat. You remember Kevin Samuels? You remember they called Kevin Samuels gay because, oh, the way he looks and the way he talks and that he hates black women, he's gay. I heard some people say Kevin Samuels was gay and he was trying to convince listen to this, because I'm about to get out of here. I've heard people literally make the argument that with Kevin Samuels, his entire agenda was to turn black men gay. Are you hearing me? Mark Sanchez, are you hearing me? Bryce, are you hearing me? I have heard black women literally make the argument that Kevin Samuels was gay, and what he was trying to do with his platform was turn men against women so men could be gay and just throw women out altogether. This is how you say it. So not only is that the dumbest shit I've ever heard, but okay, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Let's just say Kevin Samuels is trying to turn everybody gay. What's the problem with that? I thought you liked gay men. I thought there was no problem with it. I thought there was no difference between gay. Why is it a diss? How did you try to diss Kevin Samuels by saying he's gay? Isn't that homophobia to diss a man because he's gay? Oh, and then you tried to say because Kevin Samuels is gay, he doesn't have credibility. So not only do you not respect gay men, but you don't even respect their words, and you don't even think they have credibility anymore. That sounds worse than what we say. Because men, the average man, we just say, look, if you lie with another man, you don't get respect around here. If you're wearing a dress, you don't get respect around here. We didn't even say everything you say goes out the window. You never heard black men say, as far as gay men. You never heard us say that, oh, if you're gay, nothing you have to say is right. Everything you have to say is not credible or has to be under question. Nobody ever said that. Shit, there's a lot of gay geniuses out here that are saying the truth. So that's not the case. But when it came down to Kevin Samuels, though, listen to how they did Kevin Samuels. Oh, because Kevin Samuels is gay now, nothing he has to say makes any sense. Nothing he has to say is credible because he's gay. Bob, tell me what's debatable. Put a 7 in the chat. Talk to me in the chat. What's debatable? If I've said anything tonight, guys, not just Bob, but if I've said anything tonight in the chat that's debatable or questionable, or you can play the devil's advocate, or I don't have the right angle on it, let me know. Let me know. If you ask, how about you do it in your life? Don't take my advice for it. Go, how you doing? Go up to the next, go out to Starbucks or the mall or whatever, go to the grocery store, ask the next 7 black women you see. I don't care what she looks like. The next 7 black women you see, stop them and ask them, hey, can I ask you a quick question? Would you date, have a child with, marry, or be in a relationship with a man who is bisexual or at any time had sex with other men? I guarantee you overwhelmingly the answer will be no from black women. Now, why is this important? Because like I said, black men are the one are being called homophobic. But the truth of the matter is everybody knows that a man that lies with another man loses his respect in the community. He loses his credibility in the community. Do you hear me? How is it homophobic to say that a man lying with another man is not credible, not respectable? Women believe this. Women only want you to go along with some. This is what I'm saying. This is why I get mad at niggas. I'm not even mad at these women no more. I don't give a fuck what these women talk about no more. I'm mad at men. You niggas need to stop chasing pussy and put your goddamn foot down. Stop wondering if she's disappointed in you, if she's gonna give you pussy, if fuck all that shit. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, she's gonna disrespect your ass. She's gonna try to put a fucking dress on your ass if you don't stand up and be a man. And then when she puts makeup and dresses on your ass for TikTok, she's gonna show her friends and she's not gonna respect you. These same women claiming they don't want no toxic man and all this toxic chauvinism, they want a real man. That's why you went and got this little pretend ass man. Let me read some comments, man. I'm about to get out of here. I'm sorry. I just had to get that off my chest. There is some argument to be made about Kevin Samuels turning men gay. I mean, again, I mean, I've heard damn near all the conspiracy theorists, but when you listen to Kevin Samuels' show, Kevin Samuels overwhelmingly talked about marriage with black men and black women. Kevin Samuels constantly told women what did Kevin Samuels always tell a woman that left her man? Oh, how about that? If Kevin Samuels was possibly gay and there's an argument to be made about him being gay and trying to turn other men gay, let's ask ourselves, what did Kevin Samuels tell women when the woman said, I left my boyfriend, I left my husband, I left my baby daddy? What did Kevin Samuels, what was his first thing that he would always tell them that he wanted them to do? When a woman left her man, what was the first thing Kevin Samuels always asked her and told her that he would want her to do? Did he say, oh, okay, well, good, let that man go and hopefully that man go find other men? Did Kevin Samuels ever have a show about how being with another man is better than being with a woman? I mean, I'm just saying, because I watched a lot of Kevin Samuels shows, and every time I seen a Kevin Samuels show, every time the woman said, I left my man, I left my baby daddy, I left my husband, Kevin said, why? Go get that man back. Go submit to that man. Be a wife to that man. Be a mother to the kids. Have a strong family structure. But we're not even going to talk about Kevin because I spent enough time on him before. Again, you know what? I'm not even going to keep on repeating myself. I've already made my point. I need you guys in the chat to talk to me. And I need, if you're watching this later, I'm about to stop. I'm about to roll up this little weed because I've already been yelling too much. I'm already drained. But I need you guys to answer me in the chat. If you are listening, for the sake of all that is holy, what is the real definition of homophobia? And am I homophobic for telling a man that he shouldn't lie with the man because he's going to lose respect in the community? And lastly, if I'm homophobic for telling a man to not lie with another man, what is it when a woman says that she doesn't lie with another man, that lie with another man? I'm going to say it again. What is it called when a woman says, I don't want a man who has ever been gay?
Would you date a bisexual man?
No.
Okay.
And
Not all. Bitch, no, the fuck?
because of their sexuality, but it's like, you like men too. I want somebody who just solely likes women.
Okay.
And that's just their preference.
Would you date a faithful bisexual man if you can't just say, babe, I'm bisexual, but it's me and you right now?
No,
Right.
I can't.
I'm not interested in, I'm not looking at no men, I'm not trying to be with no men, it's just me and you right now.
But
This is
shit
it.
change, right? What if you see somebody walking down Melrose?
Listen to what he said. He said, would you date a faithful man who used to be bisexual, but he's faithful to you? She still doesn't want to date a man who is faithful to her. Now, why is this important? Like I told you before, aren't women the same ones that tell you that the sexual history doesn't matter? Infinite Charms, don't women love to say, my sexual history doesn't matter? Any man that's asking me how many bodies I got or who I slept with before him, he's insecure. That's little dick energy. Talk to me in the chat. Bryce, didn't they literally start? You see how they do us? Little dick energy. We can't say funky pussy energy. We can't say tiny titty committee. We can't say flat booty gang. Somebody put that in the chat. Flat booty gang, the itty bitty titty committee, the funky pussy posse. We can't say that, but you can say it's little dick energy and shit like that. You see, all these hypocrisies need to end. If we can't do it, you can't motherfucking do it. I'm about to get out of here, man. All praise be to the Most High God. I'm gonna chop it up with y'all next time. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna read your comments later. If you're watching this later on the live, if you're watching this not live, if you're watching this, please put a comment below and tell me where did I get anything wrong? And if you want to see, this is the last question I'm gonna ask you guys before I get out of here. If you want to see a documentary, or you want to see more questions of me asking more Black women about this homophobia thing, if you want to see J-Lethal in the streets asking Black women, would they date a gay Black man? Put a 7 in the chat, because I'm really dedicated now. I feel like I'm about to, I gotta expose. And remember, this is the reason why they don't want me to have no kind of views. Imagine this video gets 1,000, 10,000 views, and some real people get this information, and now real people, 10,000 real people are asking these questions. They don't want that. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to make a documentary. I don't know if I'm going to go live again or if I'm just going to start filming women and putting all the answers onto one video. I'm going to start asking women. I'm going to look around and see if I have any other women over here. I'm going to start asking women, what do they think about homosexual men? Because y'all love to say that we're wrong, but y'all don't want to fuck no gay nigga. Y'all don't want to fuck no nigga that also gets fucked. Okay, how about this? This is the last question. If you're a woman in this chat right now and you have no problem fucking a nigga that sucks dick, you have no problem bending over for a man that bends over for another man, how about put the number 1 in the chat? If you are a woman that sees no problem at all with a nigga sucking dick, put a 1 in the chat. You aren't gonna see it. No woman would admit that she's gonna kiss a man. You're gonna kiss a man that sucks dick? What woman would kiss what Black woman that calls herself straight is going to kiss a man that sucks dick? That's the problem. You don't even believe your own bullshit. That's my thing. At least if your bullshit made a little bit of sense, maybe you can convince me. But you don't even believe your own bullshit, And the moment we start asking questions, see, that's why they don't want us asking questions. Don't you see it? This is why they want to constantly force the narrative. This is why they want to keep us in a low vibration. This is why they want to keep us shamed. You understand that they want to shame black men to the point where we don't even have the balls. I'm gonna say it, pun intended. They want to shame black men so much to the point where we don't even have the balls to question. It's the same thing like in religion. Talk to me in the chat. It's the same thing with black people in church. They want to beat you down and keep you so scared of asking questions that you never ask, why is Jesus white in Africa? It's a simple question, and it's actually a simple and a logical question, and that question needs to be asked, but they beat you down through so many generations, and they taught you these words like, somebody put that in the chat, blasphemy. They gave you these words like blasphemy. They gave you these words like tradition. They gave you your grandma and everybody else who raised you in the church. So who's gonna risk going against their grandma, going against the church? Maybe you might even go to hell because it's blasphemy to ask these questions. That's why the most people in church, most particularly black people, that's why black people in church don't ask questions. Because it's blasphemy, and my grandma taught it to me, and I don't, even though it doesn't make sense, I'm never gonna take the time to question this shit because it's a sin to question. Somebody put that in the chat. It's a sin, and particularly in the black community, it's a sin to question tradition. It's a sin to question your elders. It's a sin to question white Jesus. It's a sin to question gay people. It's a sin to question the white supremacists. It's a sin to question your mama. It's a sin to question the women in the community. The only people that can be held up to a standard are the heterosexual black men. If you're a gay black man and you're wearing a skirt like a little bitch, then you can go out and have so much fun. Isn't that right, ma'am? I know you're listening. Let me ask you. Hold on, I'm on live. Hold on. Let me ask you one question real quick, only because you're listening. Too loud, right? But let me see. Let me ask. How you doing? I'm on chat with hi. Let me ask you this question real quick because this is the reason why I'm going mad. You weren't born in America, right?
Why you mad?
I'm gonna tell you right now. Were you born in America?
No, I'm born in Colombia.
In Colombia, okay. Mi abuelita está en Costa Rica, so poquito español. Pero let me ask you a question. What do you think about the Pride? This is the Pride Month, Pride Parade, all of that. What do you think? Do you care? Do you encourage it? Do you not agree with it, or you just don't care?
I think it is freedom. People can do anything they think they think for him.
Okay.
Make it happy.
Okay.
Or make it, different.
Okay.
You have to fight for what you think is right for you.
Okay, so you think it's okay. It's whatever makes people happy. In other words, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: would you call yourself a black woman, or because
I'm black.
Okay,
I'm black.
okay, because some people they say, oh, I'm from Colombia, I'm not black.
I'm black.
Okay.
I have 2 boys born here for this black.
Okay, listen to that, y'all. First of all,
Black.
she says she's from Colombia, but she's black. So yes. But here's my question: as a black woman who has 2 sons, would you ever date a man who was gay 5 years ago? He was living a gay lifestyle. He was sucking penis and everything 5 years ago, but now he's changed. Would you date him?
What? Yes, why not? Everybody has the right to change.
Okay.
We cannot judge nobody because they pass. Leave it there.
So what?
Blessing is now.
Okay, what if he still likes boys, but he's with you right now? Like he likes boys.
It's different.
Why?
He still like boy is different.
But you said it's okay to like boys. You said it's okay. It's everybody's their choice. Why do you?
I don't say it's okay to judge people and do whatever they want. But you say it's my boyfriend. I can marry him or date with him. He forget whatever he can do before. Of course, because you choose what you want to do, what you like.
So let me ask you this last question: why would you not want to be with a man who likes boys and girls?
I don't, because I only do a man.
Right, but he's a man. You're with him. How come? Like me, I could be with you, but I still like girls, but you're still gonna be with me. I like girls, but I'm with you. This man, he likes girls, he likes boys, but he's with you. How come?
No, because I have to be somebody gonna be with me.
Right.
Yeah, if you're a woman, it has to be only me.
Right.
But like woman, you're gonna be studying woman. Okay.
Pero he likes boys and girls, pero he's solamente with you. He's only with you, but he still likes boys and girls, but he's not cheating on you. But he likes boys, but he's not cheating. He's only with you. It's still a problem though, right? Because you don't want a man who likes other men.
No, you don't go another woman because they're not 100% with you.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but you can like whatever you want.
But just not around you.
No, because there's someone like that they're gonna cheat again.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Okay. Well, I can understand that. But the reason why I was mad is because they call me it's a lot of stuff, but I had some gay women.
Okay, but
they be mean to me. The gay people be mean to us.
No matter how much you, man, the only person that hurt himself is you. You decide you want to be mad. Then no matter what she do or what he do, it's you. If anybody want to be royal with you, anybody want to be with you, then no matter woman, man or woman, whatever they is, they be gonna be with you. Then no matter you man or whatever you want to be, and at the end of the day, she gonna do whatever she want to do. Whatever they make it happy.
You're right.
You don't want to make a change.
You're right. But if I'm mad, it doesn't change. You're right. And that's what I told them. I said I'm upset, but it's not like I'm important. I'm gonna change their life, but I just think it's a bunch of. I just think we need to have real discussions. In America, we don't have real discussions. They say that I'm bad because how I feel. Okay, I tell my children, I have sons. I tell my son, you cannot be a girl. You cannot like boys. They say I'm wrong for telling my son he can't be a girl. They're telling our little boys right now, if you feel like a girl, you can be a girl. That's what they're telling our children in school right now. At public schools around America, they're telling little 5-year-old boys, if you want to be a girl today, you can be a girl.
Well, you know why? Because here, everything is freedom. Everything is whatever you want to do.
So is that good or bad?
It's bad.
It's bad, right?
It's bad in some points.
So shouldn't we be upset? Shouldn't we be upset that it's bad, that they have bad stuff? They're teaching our children bad stuff in school.
You don't teach the kids. The kids see it. What's a woman? What's a man?
No, they put in cartoons now. You see the cartoons now. The cartoons, they have the little boy turning into the girl. They're calling the daddy, the mommy. The women are getting the breast removed and getting pills to get beard, to get hair. The children, they don't even know what's going on anymore. Maybe my son, when he's 20 years old, he might go to the club, have a fun and think it's a girl, and she got surgery. There was a man who got surgery. Now he had sex with a man he didn't even know. That's not okay. We need to, you know what I mean? Too much freedom. Freedom is good, but too much freedom is, we need to. So yeah, right in America, bad thing is good. Right. No more bad. Everything is good, right?
Everything is in your home. Whatever in your home. What can I do? What can I follow other people do? I have to follow what we do at home. And what I do in my home, like I tell my kids, we live in America, but right here home is Colombia. So I tell my kids.
You hear that? She said she has 2 young sons, and she said, yeah, we live in America, but in our house, it's still Colombia. Go ahead.
Because my kids, they tell me what side where they going, what side they coming, and I tell time. You come at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. If you pass the hour, you be in trouble.
Right.
In a minute. They're going to be in trouble. My kids cannot be playing or being late. No, I have a 21 and 22.
And you still hold them like, and so, but what about the people born in America? Think about it.
He born in America.
Oh, I see. Okay, but what about the people who don't have parents and grandparents from somewhere? See, Colombia sounds like it still has rules, but you just said America is so freedom. So what about the black people in America? We've been out here. That's all we know is America. All we know is this freedom. We know no rules.
No, like that.
But the houses now.
I remember when I'm coming here when I'm 16.
And
I remember there's no like that.
But it changed. The black community in America, it changed bad, right? What year did you get here?
82.
1982. So you saw the change in the black community in America. Wow. What do you think happened?
I don't know. That's the same thing.
Too much freedom. Thank you. Muchas gracias.
He here don't respect the teachers.
They don't. Yeah, they don't.
Colombia,
they spank your ass in Colombia. Yeah, I know. My grandma's from Costa Rica. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah.
You can go to your mother and tell whatever you want to do. They're gonna never spank you.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. You see that, guys? This is what I mean. Let's ask these women because I know y'all were listening to me. I'm gonna ask these women here. How y'all doing? I'm on live. Can I put you on live? Can I put you on live? Well, I'll ask you. I'll just film myself. I'm filming myself. Would you date a man? Just true answer. Would you date a man that is gay or was gay?
No.
No and no. You said no first. Why would you not date a man? I'm gonna let them hear you. They're not gonna see you. Why would you not date a man that is gay or was gay, ma'am?
Because
say it clearly. Let us know.
Because hell no.
Why not? Tell me why.
Because that's nasty. It's not supposed to be that way.
It's nasty. It's not supposed to be that way. Now let me ask you this. Okay, stop right there. This woman says she wouldn't date a man who dated another man because it's nasty. It's not supposed to be that way. Why did you say no? I won't date a man that dates another man. Why did you say no? Don't try to give me the political answer. I see it all on your face. Give me the real, honest answer. You're trying to find a way to make it soft. Make it, yeah, I know. That's why I was here screaming and da-da-da, because I'm giving the real feeling how I really feel. We can't do like TV and give the nice answer. I'm not a politician. You just said it yourself. No. Why not? Just say it.
It's
nobody sees your face. Okay, see? No, I'm not showing their face.
A man who stuck his in a, you know, I don't want that. I don't want that.
I know. And so listen, guys, again, I'll be the bad guy for showing my face, but I had two women. They just said again. Now, mind you, I just asked a bunch of women. They all say the same thing. You're the only one that's honest enough to say it's nasty. I don't like it. It would make me lose respect. Now, let me flip it on its head. I'm gonna show you why I'm mad. What do you think they'll tell me, a black straight guy, if I say the same thing you just said, that men should not lie with other men because it's nasty, it's not supposed to be that way? What would the average person tell me?
Oh, that's you like.
Wait. Say it again.
They would say you're homophobic.
They would say I'm homophobic. You know what the title of this video is? Am I homophobic? That's the title. But wait, now stop there. Wait. Okay, go ahead.
We're actually we're part of a recovery home, so that's why we can be up in there.
No, fair enough.
But in the recovery home, they teach us they make us read the Bible and stuff like that.
Okay.
So all of that is sinful.
It's sinful. Witchcraft. They say. Now listen, y'all. Now, well, listen. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Well, see, we can go down that line. But I was trying.
What it comes down to, though.
Well, listen. I mean, y'all hear what they're saying? These people are saying it's going to come down to the Bible. It's going to come down to spirituality, because it's hard for me to have a discussion like this, and then when I bring up the Bible, see, it makes it kind of cloudy. Now, some people believe in God, some people don't. Some people say the Bible was written by other men. So it's hard for me to bring that, even though I agree 100%. I'm trying to have the conversation from like these people in here. 90% of the people who work at Starbucks are homosexual, which is fine, but which is cool. But again, they have the pride. This is Pride Month, the pride shirts, and this and that. But again, if I say what you just said, I think it's nasty and I think it's wrong, and I think men lose respect for letting another man have sex with them. Why am I homophobic for that? Go ahead.
The devil's perverted the rainbow.
Wow.
The rainbow was really a symbol of God's promise to never flood the earth again.
Wow, yes.
So the devil perverted it, and now it's like.
Now the rainbow means.
Yeah, same sex.
Yeah.
Pride,
wow.
Really, in the home, they're showing us that pride is not a good thing. You know
wow,
what I mean?
That's what it says in the Bible. That. Yeah. And so what about the schools now? The schools are saying, we're teaching 5-year-olds, if you feel like a girl, you can be a girl.
I don't want that being taught to my child. I do not stand for that. Yeah.
So wait.
You're a boy.
So wait, you're gonna tell your boys that they're boys and they cannot be girls.
They're boys. They were born boys.
But what about if they feel like they want to identify as a girl today?
We don't go off our feelings.
We don't go off our feelings. Well, how come Joe Biden and everybody else, and what's all the pride? What's all this stuff? There's a pride parade on the 25th. I might go. I think I'm going to go to it.
I really rely on God and the word of God. I mean, all this, the worldly stuff. I'm not saying, because before I have a past and all that.
Right, of course.
But all of this stuff today is of the devil.
Wow.
It's of Satan.
Yeah, wait. I need you to say it a little bit clearer for my people.
All of this stuff that's happening in the world today is of the world. Anything that's not good is of Satan.
Wow.
And Satan he perverted everything.
Wow. Wow.
There's homosexuality because of Satan. And Adam and Eve just really
fucked it up. Thank y'all so much. I'm about to finish this, but I appreciate y'all telling me that. Just because I need to hear it. We need to hear it on a big scale.
Yeah, you're gonna like look bad to everybody because you're standing for what is actually right. What we were supposed to live like is what's in the Bible.
Right.
That's what we were intended to live like before Adam and Eve.
Wow.
This is what we have now because of them.
Because of wow. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? They said at the end of the day, it comes down to the devil. Thank you. It comes down to the devil. It comes down to Satan. So here's the thing. I said that too, but the reason why I don't start talk about the Bible and all this is because most people are going to say, well, I don't believe in the Bible and the Bible was written by white man. Can y'all hear? Did y'all hear everything? Put a 7 in the chat. They said they didn't want to be on camera, so I just put their voices on here. Put a 7 if y'all if y'all heard them. Because I didn't expect them to say it. They said exactly what we know. And the whole thing is I'm outside too, so I'm screaming, I'm cursing, so everybody's like looking. But you know, I wanted to have real discussions about this, and I wanted now at this point, I'm going to just do a survey. I'm going to ask a bunch of people their first reaction to it, and the whole time I know, and I saw you. I said, "Damn," because usually I do this, but I have a studio at home, and I do it on my studio. But today I went through a whole bunch. It was just a whole talk. I said, "Let me get online. Let me go out." And I actually have a channel on YouTube. I used to go all up and down asking random questions. I would ask people about racism, asking about the vaccine. Did you guys get the vaccine? You got it? You did it? Why didn't you get it?
It's just fake. It's fake. Honestly.
Well, how come you got it then?
I got it because I came into the home broke, and honestly, they said that if you get your shot, you get $100, and I was a sucker and I did it.
Damn, $100. Did you regret it?
It really didn't do.
I mean, it's not like I'm not saying it's gonna do anything, but did you feel like you compromised your integrity? Right.
Really my beliefs, because I don't believe it. I don't believe it. None of this. It's all mind over matter.
Right.
This is just right here. Like this is not really, but it's temporary.
Temporary facts. These sisters on point. The people in the comment, they said the sisters are on point. They said they're giving you. They said mic drop. They said you did good. Thank y'all. Shout out. I know you want to turn up right now. She's like, hey, whatever. But no, it's just I get online and stuff like that and let's talk. Let me tell them this last little stuff and I appreciate you, okay? You too. God bless you. Bye. They said bye. Bye, everybody. They said bye. Put your favorite emoji in the chat for these sisters that now they were not black. I'm gonna say it like that. They were not black, but they were women. And I just asked these two women, they were sitting by, they were listening. And I said, you know, I hear you listening. I know you're listening. What do you think about this? And that was what they said. They said, listen to what they said. Run it back. They said, I would not date a man who had sex with another man because it's nasty and it's wrong. Solo Dolo, what would happen to J-Lethal if J-Lethal came out right now on the internet and said with my mouth what they just said? I'm going to say it again. If with my own mouth, I looked in the camera and I said, a man lying with another man is nasty, it's wrong, it's an abomination, and it's the devil that the Bible speaks of. What would happen to me? What would happen to me? Wouldn't I be called homophobic? So again, this was my first documentary or my first attempt at exposing the homophobia within women. Somebody put that in the chat. We are going to expose the homophobia within women, and particularly black women. And on top of that, we are going to expose how most people don't want to say what they know to be the truth. We're going to expose how most people will point their finger. Yes, ma'am.
Can we just give one shout out?
Shout out. Go ahead.
We'd like to give a shout out to Jesus, our homeboy Jesus. Yeah, we give him all the praise, honor, and glory for the salvation of our souls and the forgiveness of our many, many sins. And we just want y'all to know that he loves y'all. I'm serious.
Give your testimony real quick. Give a testimony. Hurry up.
Okay, so like I came from the streets, just a bit all terrible things under the sun.
Okay.
Drug out on PCP.
Wow.
And every kind of drug. Prostitute myself.
Wow.
Abandoned my kids.
Wow.
I came to Christ. I learned to know what the word of God really was and how we're supposed to really live.
Wow.
And I've been set free.
Wow.
I lived good. I can tell you.
All praise. All praise to God. That's dope. That's amazing. That's a real testimony. You know that. People don't share their testimonies anymore. Listen, y'all, they got real testimonies. See, and that's another reason. Like, I know God is real because I'll go somewhere.
Everything about even my music taste. Like, I used to be like, oh, shout out, who knows about like G59 and Side Boys and all that darkness.
Right.
I completely turned and flipped. Like, you know what? I don't.
You didn't even want to listen to that stuff anymore. Wow. And that shows that God is real and that you can change. Like we still have time to change. A lot of people think I've done this, I've been that before. You have time. He's giving us grace. You know what I mean?
It's like put under like Satan's like he has them all dragging by the nuts. Like y'all just don't realize it. Like on TV, it's like y'all don't realize it. Like I'm sorry. I'm still not perfect, man.
Of course, he doesn't want us to be
He's still working on me.
Of course, he's working on us.
I'm talking, but like y'all just don't know y'all under his spell. Y'all Satan's little bitch.
Wow, facts. I agree. Thank y'all. Y'all be blessed, okay? Thank you. Oh yeah, no, I got you. I'm just out here. Hey y'all, my battery will be dying in a minute, so I'm gonna have to go charge my phone. I'm gonna read some comments. If you guys were able to hear that, please press the 7. Please press the number 7 if you guys heard their testimony. These two women, they said that she said she came to Christ. She said she was on meth. She was on PCP. She said she abandoned her kids and she turned to Christ and she redeemed her life and she turned her life around. That's the testimony, y'all. So, and mind you, these were the same women that were just sitting down the street. They were just sitting, listening. They had tattoos on their neck, tattoos on their hands. They had piercings and everything. Most people would have just threw them off and just said, oh, these are some hoes or whatever the case. And when they talked, they said, you're right. Everything you're saying is right. Homosexuality is wrong. It's nasty. It's an abomination. Now, mind you, I didn't even say all that. I didn't say homosexuality is nasty and it's an abomination. I didn't say that. This is what these women said. That's their opinion. But again, the question becomes, if the average woman believes this, then how you doing? If the average woman believes that homosexuality is wrong and nasty, how am I wrong for saying the same thing? Let me read these comments. I know I was supposed to be gone like an hour ago. I was only supposed to do like a 30-minute stream. I'm over here 2 hours into this shit, but I gotta have a discussion. Bob said you couldn't really hear it. Bob said they're gonna shadow ban me harder. Again, I don't think it's possible to shadow ban me any further than I am right now. I'm literally in the asshole of the internet. They literally banished me to the deepest, darkest part of the anus of the internet. There's no way that my channel can get any more shadow banned. Oh, so y'all heard that? One of the women, did you hear it? One of the girls I was talking to, I said, did you get the vaccine? She said, yeah, I got it, but I didn't want to. She said she was staying, listen to this. The woman said she was staying at a homeless shelter, and she was broke at the homeless shelter. The homeless shelter told her they would give her $100 if she got her injections. So she said, against her better judgment, she let the people at the homeless shelter or wherever she went, she let them inject her for $100, y'all. Do you see? $100 our people are out here getting injected. And then I said, damn, do you feel like you compromised yourself? She said, yeah, I feel like I compromised my integrity. She said, but God has me, which is true. God can heal anything. God can heal anything. So I'm not going to say anything that's going to happen to that woman, but she said, yeah, I took the injection for $100 and I didn't even want to. So yeah, y'all, talk to me in the chat. And the other lady from Colombia, put a 7 in the chat if you heard the other woman from Colombia. The woman from Colombia, she said, yeah, I'm from Colombia. I speak Spanish, but I'm black. And she said, my black boys are 21 and 23 years old. She said, I don't see anything wrong with homosexuality. But then when you ask her, is she going to be with a man who likes men? She said, no, because I want a man who only likes me, who only likes women. So the average answer, when you ask these women, it doesn't even matter if they're from Africa. Remember, did you see the other woman from Africa? Look how many people I interviewed in this short period of time. Did you see the woman from Africa? She was from, where was she from? Did y'all remember where that woman, I think she said she was from the, where did she say she was from? Not the Congo. Does anybody remember where that African woman was from that I talked to? Bob says $100 is $100. No, sir. Would you suck a dick for $100? Bob, come on, let's talk. $100 is $100. Okay, would you suck a dick for $100? Talk to me in the chat. $100 is $100. Would you mow an entire football field? Would you take a lawnmower and mow the entire football field for $100? No, $100 isn't for $100. No, Jack Stone, I interviewed a bunch of women today, just so you guys know. I'm about to get out of here because my battery's about to die anyway. But you know I love talking to you guys. Oh, shit. Hold on, let me bring, hold on. Sorry, y'all. Again, what the fuck? Hello? Hold on. What the fuck? Y'all hear me? Hey, look, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I know I took too long. I wasn't supposed to be here this long, but I really need to get this out of the way. Listen to all the people I talked today. I talked to a lesbian woman. She said she doesn't think that men should lie with other men. I talked to a black woman from Africa. She said that she wouldn't be with a man who was with other men. I talked to a black woman from Colombia. She said she wouldn't be with the man that was with other men. I talked to 2 non-black women. They said even worse. They said it's an abomination. They said it's nasty. Oh, Cameroon, that's where she was from. I talked to that black woman earlier from the Cameroon. She said in the Cameroon, listen to this. You talking about black men in America? Shit, in Africa, places like Cameroon, the government is against gay people. So with all that being said, I need you guys to understand J-Lethal is just the bad guy. I'm just the one that you're calling the bad guy. I don't give a fuck. You're not paying my bill. Somebody put that in the chat. Have you ever thought about that? This is the last thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to get out of here, I promise. Next time you're worried about what a motherfucker got to say about you, or next time you're worried about if a motherfucker's going to be disappointed in you, or next time you're worried about if a motherfucker's going to try to cancel you, what I want you to do is think to yourself, Does this motherfucker pay any of my bills? Does this motherfucker know me? When I was hungry, did this motherfucker come and buy me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Is this bitch giving me any pussy? If the answer is no, then why the fuck do you even care? You know what I'm saying? We be so scared of what women are going to say to us. These women ain't out here just throwing their pussy at us. You so worried about it. These motherfuckers don't do nothing for us. J-Lethal, you definitely don't do nothing for J-Lethal. So why the fuck do I care about what y'all got to say? But this is the reason why I'm asking questions. See, if I got on this live stream and I said, gay is nasty, gay is an abomination, gay is this and that, they're going to call me homophobic and they're going to take my channel down immediately. But you notice I didn't say that. I'm just asking questions. And this is the question that I asked. Am I homophobic? What does homophobia? These are the questions you need to ask yourself and ask other people. Am I homophobic? What does homophobia mean? And if I'm homophobic for saying that men should not lie with other men, what do women think about it? And when you find out the answer that overwhelmingly most women agree that men should not lie with other men because they're going to lose respect, the question then becomes, are women homophobic? Last question, I'm gone. Are women homophobic? I want everybody who's watching this in this motherfucker stream right now to answer before I leave. I want everybody that's watching, even you 1 or 2 motherfuckers that's watching that don't want me to know that you're watching me. Yeah, I know it'd be 1 or 2 of you motherfuckers. I don't know if it's the FBI. I don't know if it's my bitch ass family that turned they motherfucking back. I don't know which one of you motherfuckers is watching me, but I know at least 2 of you motherfuckers in here don't like me. I got 18 people watching me right now. At least 2 of you 18 motherfuckers hate my guts. I even want you. I want you to comment too. Yes, you, FBI or whoever the fuck hates my guts. Comment. Are black women homophobic? Yes or no? I'm gonna read the comments right now. I want everybody to comment. You just heard my whole. I'm done. I'm done. I said what I had to say. Answer my question. Infinite Charm says yes. Black women are homophobic. Jack Stone says yes. Black women are homophobic. They're just fake about it. Bob says yes. I thought we cleared this up already. But obviously it's not cleared up in the real world. It might be cleared up amongst us. But then why is it not cleared up? If this is obvious, if it's obviously clearly, then how come nobody's ever asked this question? Have you ever heard this question asked? I've never heard, are black women homophobic? I've never heard it. I've never heard nobody make the claims about it. I've never heard anybody ask them, would they sleep with another man? I've never heard these questions. Agent Black, I need you to answer me. Everybody, answer me. Cha-Cha says, yes, black women are homophobic. Agent Black says, hell to the motherfucking yes, black women are homophobic. But they get a pass. Now, wait, Agent Black, talk to me. Because this is important. Why do black women get a pass for being homophobic? How come nobody ever calls them homo? How come nobody calls that homophobia? Aren't they saying the exact same thing we're saying? That a man that lies with another man loses his respect in that community? Raheem, 180 on the Rise Weight Loss channel says, yes, black women are homophobic. Solo Dolo says, yes, black women are homophobic. Vulcan says, yes, black women are homophobic. Now, I hope you guys aren't just saying this shit to make me happy because you like J-Lethal. I really hope you're not just, out here, just trying to please J-Lethal. Don't do that. Don't try to please me. I'm gonna see if I can ask this woman before this girl that's coming up. She's not black, but she's coming up. I'm gonna ask. She looks like she might be a little bit blackish. I'm gonna ask this woman before I leave. Hold on. Listen closely, guys. I'm gonna ask this woman before I leave. Hey, can I ask you a question for my YouTube channel? I'm on YouTube right now. I'm live. Come on. I'm not gonna embarrass you or nothing, but it's gonna be a controversial question, okay? but don't give. Say hi to us. Hi. What's your name?
Viviana.
Viviana, I'm Josh. Let me ask you this question. I'm on live. You see right now it has it's 17, put down to 16. The question I'm asking you, don't be political. Give me the real answer. Would you date a man that was, now I know we're in 2022 and it's Pride Month and all this, but this is the question I have. Would you date a man that is bisexual, or at maybe 4 years ago he liked men, but now he's with you? Would you date him? No, because you're gay. Fair enough. Well, that was easy. But have you ever dated men?
Not dated. I've been with them.
You've been with men, but you never actually, like, even when you were younger, like, really? How old are you now?
22.
22. You never dated a guy, but just sexually, kind of sexual thing.
Yeah.
So, but okay, so and in that case, it doesn't really matter if he likes guys either. No. Okay. Well, how come? Let me ask you this question. This is the last question. I'm gonna let you go. Why is it that I asked a bunch of people online and in real life, and how come the overwhelming answer? You might be one of the first people that just said, yeah, it's no problem. How come overwhelmingly the women are saying no? And I've heard women say no because men shouldn't lie with other men. I would think less of him. They're saying no immediately. Some say it's wrong.
It's only with men, but girls, they find it sexy. With men, they find it disgusting.
Wow. Wait. Listen to what she said. You said with women, and women, most people find it okay. But with two men, why? Why is that? Why do you think? Is there any logic behind it?
I don't know, but I've seen it. Like with the guys, you can be straight as hell and you'll think it's hot with women. But with guys,
why is it that? Oh, okay, because essentially this was my argument. I've said in my life, because I have boys, I've said in my life, I'm gonna tell my son he can't wear a dress. I'm gonna tell my son he shouldn't be with a boy. But I've been told I'm homophobic for saying that a boy shouldn't be with a boy. But if I'm homophobic for saying that, what are these women who are saying that men shouldn't be with men? Aren't they homophobic too? Isn't that homophobia? Yeah. Well, how come you never heard a woman called homophobic? The same women who claim, I got women who have. Really?
Yeah, they don't like gay people.
Really? But is it not liking gay people? Because I've seen black women who, not just black, but I'm talking about black women. That's what I started talking about. But I've seen women just in general who have a gay best friend. But you ask her, would you date a gay guy or a guy who was gay or her like boys and girls? And now it's no, emphatically no. So it's almost like they're cool enough to party with, but you don't respect them enough to be in a relationship with them. Does that make sense?
I actually had a friend like that. You can have gay friends, but they don't approve of it. They just think it's wrong.
So what is that? What would you think of that? Is that genuine love? Is that a genuine?
That's the Christian.
Okay.
He really believes in her religion. Now other people, I don't know, if he's biased, they don't like gay men in general, but they prefer the women. Like anyone.
Yeah, and I've noticed that too. Okay, thank you so much. You said Viviana? Okay, have a beautiful day, okay? Yeah. So there's another aspect of the conversation. She says she's noticed that a lot of women are more accepting of women on women. And that's enough. And thank you for saying that, Viviana, because I didn't think of that. I didn't bring that up today. That's another thing. How are you sucking pussy, Bumba Clot? Talk to me in the chat. Oh my gosh. I'm about to get out of here, but she just gave me 5 more minutes. Talk to me in the chat.
I'm a genius.
Talk to me in the chat. How is it that a lot of these women are eating their best friend's pussy? Oh yeah, I know about it. A lot of these women ate their best friend's pussy and fingered their best friend and sucking their best friend's titties, but a man can't suck his best. Come on. So a lot of women think it's okay, it's hot for women to date each other, and there's no big deal when women date each other. But if men date each other, no, I lost respect for you. You see? Do you see? All right, I've already made this stream too long and my battery's dying. I really want to talk to you a little bit more, but I can't. I'm gonna read the comments later. He said, look, black women are the first ones to call you gay. We're having a gay best friend. Because right now in white society is using black women so they can't call them out on them if they want to keep using them to propagate the narrative, especially the Democrats. Anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. God bless you. Until the next time I see you, holla at your boy. And if you're watching this later, please put a comment below and tell me what the fuck is going on here. Somebody put that in the chat. The last thing I'm going to say is this. Tell me what the fuck is going on here, and then I'll be fine. So next time I see you, holla at your boy and vibrate higher.
What is going on here? This is not normal. This is not how things are supposed to function.